So how can you do this problem in 30 seconds or less? A taxi driver recorded the number of fares each day for 1 month. The box plot displays the data. Based on the box plot, which statement is a correct interpretation of the data? So the data point 2 is an outlier, probably false. The mean of the data is 16. That's median, that's false. The interquartile range IQR of the data is 30. That is incorrect. Hence, the answer is D. How was I able to do this problem so fast? So typically, as you guys know, I hate this type of problems because the answer is not, how to say, it's not that it's not easy to figure out. It's that potentially some answers could match at the same time. So it's kind of like, it's not the word problem that confuses me. It's really the multiple choices selection that I hate. But in any case, so we do have a box plot. Okay, so what do we know about the box plot? We do know that this is the minimum. We know this is the maximum. Now we know this number here, which stands for 16, that is not a mean, that's a median, right? Mean is the average, median is the one in the middle. Now we know this number here is equal to Q1, quartile 1. We know this thing here is equal to Q3. So hence the interquartile range is IQR. Okay, so that's the information we know. Now let's go through the multiple choices. So the data point 2 is an outlier. Well, it's a minimum number, so could it be an outlier? Potentially, like potentially could be an outlier. So, but let's assume A is wrong, and that's why I hate these problems. The mean of the data is 16. So this is clearly incorrect. Why? First of all, by the way, it could be correct. The mean here could actually be equal to 16. That's again why I hate these problems. But what they are testing us is they're testing us to know whether this is a mean or the median. Of course, that's a median, so B is out. Although the mean could potentially be 16. The interquartile range IQR of the data is 30. So that's the only one that is for sure incorrect, 100% incorrect. So why? Because this number is 12 for the Q1. This number is 24 for the Q3. So our IQR is equal to 24 minus 12 is equal to 12. So it's definitely not 30. So C is out. Now, therefore it's D. Now let's check out the D. On about 25% of the days, there were between 12 and 16 fares. Now, what do we know about this whole kind of the median structure, the box plot structure? This here between minimum and Q1 is 25%. Now between Q1 and median, that's another 25%. Now between median and Q3, that's another 25%. And finally, the final 25% is between Q3 and maximum. So that's how all the data points, 25%, 4 times, that's 100%. So yes, that's correct. Between 12, like it's a little messy here, but between 12 here and 16 here, indeed, we do have the 25% of all the days. The answer is D. That's it.